We're in the midst of maple syrup season, and there are all sorts of fun events happening here in Northeast Wisconsin. Matt Creasy with the Barkhausen Waterfowl Preserve in Swamico joins us this morning. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Angela.
So how is the maple syrup season going over at Barkhausen?
Pretty good this year. The trees have been giving us a lot of sap, and we're on a pace to break a record out there for Barkhausen for producing syrup.
Good deal. So I know you brought in some of the processes of how you make the syrup. Can you tell us what's going on up here?
Sure. This is our lightning evaporator pan, as I would call it. This is the sap that we take off from our sugar shack that's almost there but not quite. And we put it in here and we finalize it on the stove in the kitchen or in the garage. And this is where we finish off that sap and turn it into what we put in our jars, our syrup right there.
Okay, and what do we have right here?
This is the sap that would come straight out of the tree,
okay,
out of our maple trees. So this batch of sap right here is about 2% sugar, and we use our hydrometers that you have there in your hand. Basically, that just measures the density of the sugar that's in that sap.
Okay, and then this is?
And that is the finished syrup, different type of hydrometer there, and we measure our syrup in percentages again. So to be called maple syrup, it would have to be 66.9% syrup. So we've changed it from 2% all the way up to 66.9% syrup.
Okay, because there's different grades of syrup, right?
Yes.
And these are some examples. Can you kind of bring us through, are the lighter colored ones the best?
The lighter colored, yes, they would go for maybe a higher value in the stores, and also they're known to taste a little bit better. As you get darker in the syrups, it may be a little bit more of an off taste, a little bit of a scorched taste, a little bit of a smoky taste. But this grade right here, would be the light amber or the fancy grade. This one there's the medium amber and the dark amber, and then we go down to a grade B. So you can see the different colors as you go through that process. This one right here is the one that we produced out at Barkhausen. So we could almost brag a little bit and say that we're up on the top top scale there for that batch anyway.
I'd say, and you can taste some of this and you can learn more about this at an event you have coming up next Saturday. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have our public maple syrup day out at Barkhausen. So families, scout groups, individuals can come out and enjoy the whole process, from tapping a tree to seeing the sap boiling down in the sugar shack. And then, of course, that the end of that program is maple syrup on vanilla ice cream.
Can we just real quickly make that real quick?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this because we just have to show how amazing this is going to look. This is what you'll get to eat. We'll come back over here. I'll set this down maybe right there, and I'll let you pour that maple syrup on top of that vanilla ice cream. How amazing does that look? Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Maybe Andrew, we can let Andrew dig in there. Ooh, yummy. All right, you guys, we've got plenty more to come here on Good Day Wisconsin. Stick around.